My name is Amber Kaylor, and I was born and raised in Decatur, Illinois. I am the Chief Executive Officer of Ronald McDonald House Charities of Central Illinois. I have been in nonprofit work for most of my career, so probably 15 years plus, and just really was drawn to the mission-driven side of nonprofit work. I love running a business, but I love running a business with a purpose. And I've found as I've advanced in my career that what I really enjoy is people, and I enjoy having an impact on people. So that's what I'm allowed to do in the non-for-profit world. Born and raised in Decatur, you obviously know about Millikin. You know people who have graduated from Millikin, and you hear the success stories and you see it firsthand. So for me, it was kind of a given. And when it was time to get my undergrad, I was working full-time and wanted to obtain my undergrad first, obviously, and went through that PACE program at the time so that I could continue to advance my career and receive my undergraduate degree. And then about 10 years later, I had been wanting to get my MBA. As my career advanced, it was time for that to happen. And so the MBA program offered me the ability to continue advancing my career and doing it a little differently for me. You know, I took about a year off while I had my first son and was able to be a full-time mom and get my MBA and continue to push forward in my career as well. So I obtained my first C-suite offer before I even graduated the MBA program. So it was just not only the proximity and the seeing the success, but being able to be part of that success for me. It was an interesting time for me because my son was 4 months old when I started, and it was the culmination of a dream for me. I always wanted my MBA, and I had put it off for so long, and it was a weird time to go back. I think when you're a new mom and I had so many people cheering me on and supporting me. I can tell you probably every room over in Tabor I was in and pumped on breaks, and I had professors that were supportive of that. And if I had to run home to feed my son or whatever the case may be, like, that's what I think about when I think about that experience, is that I had a whole community of people around me and were just so supportive of that. And I don't think you get that everywhere, and you can't get that online necessarily. So when I went through, I don't think online was really much of a thing, at that point in time. And now obviously it is in the workplace, and there's tremendous value in being able to have virtual meetings on it. I have some later today. Personally speaking, I could not have done the MBA online. I just couldn't have. Those in-person meetings and those in-person class times are so valuable, and having those face-to-face interactions with your instructors, with your classmates, and being able to sit down and work through problems and work through projects, I think that's invaluable. The in-person component of the MBA is really, to me, where it's at. I waited 10 years, and I always say the next year is going to pass whether you do it or not. So at the end of the next year, you could be almost done, so just do it. Start now. Do it. Just start.